Hello everyone, it's Sandra Lemming here from Down Under again. Just wanted to shoot this quick tutorial video. I will try and keep it clear, I will try and keep it short, and I will try and stick to the point. Now, as you can see from my screen, I'm in a place called the Digital Business Lounge. This is where I have all my sites, all my WordPress sites. The Digital Business Lounge is so much more than a hosting service, but I'm not going to go into exactly what it is right now because that's not the point of this video. I'm here to try and help people who are actually using the Digital Business Lounge and they have their sites within the Digital Business Lounge, okay? So I've logged into my Digital Business Lounge and I'm on the initial dashboard. As you can see, welcome Sandra Lemming. All right. Now, here in the dashboard, we have all these tools and services. You've got information about your accounts, you've got your system set up, you've got your internet marketing tools, and all of these. Okay, you've got WordPress themes. Okay, now there's two different platforms here. If you are not an SFM or a DEA member, okay, this is what you will see. You will have WordPress themes. If you click on that, you will have access to all the different themes in WordPress. Now, WordPress is a platform and the themes are your sites that you build with. Okay, so now when you have a problem with WordPress, with a theme in particular, when you are working with one of these themes in WordPress, no matter which one you have chosen, you could be on a basic default theme, you could be on a boutique theme, any of these themes. The thing you have to remember is they are all themes. They are all coded themes that have been written and designed by theme designers. All these WordPress themes do different things as far as the functionality of your site goes. Depending on what you're doing with your website, how you want to run your website, and how you want your website to look and feel will all depend on which theme you choose and decide to run. Okay? So if you have picked one of these themes, any one of these themes, and you are having issues with that theme, you are struggling, whether you lose a page or your pages aren't showing, or you make a change in the dashboard of your theme that you're running and you can't see it, or it appears to have broken your site, and you decide that you need support to give you a hand, and you go to support, what I suggest you do is please be precise and concise as to what you write in your support ticket. Because although these people are support and they are there to help you, they need to know exactly what your problem is. They are not mind readers, and they can't help you if you throw a heap of emotional problems at them. And that is what we do as human beings. We strike a problem and we get all frustrated and emotional about that problem, and then we click onto support and we put in a support ticket that is filled with emotional gobbledygook, which hides our problem that we have, and they are unable to help us. So before you put your support ticket in, some questions I want you to ask yourself and answer. What theme am I running? Write down the name of the theme that you're running when you put your support ticket in. Hello, I am running WordPress theme business card. Then ask yourself what it was that you did in your dashboard that appeared to create a problem for you. So say you are uploading a background to your site and you lost maybe your banner or a header. That is the next thing you need to put in. You need to put to support. On my theme, I was in my dashboard uploading a background image. If you have a snippet of that image or that color that you're uploading, take a snippet of it and supply it with your support ticket and explain to them as precisely as you can what the problem is that you feel has happened. So if you have uploaded a background picture and have lost the ability to see your banner in the header, in the top part of your theme, that's exactly what you will say to them. I uploaded this background image. See example. Have your snippet, your picture that you've uploaded as your example so they can see. Then put, my problem is now I cannot view my header. It seems to have disappeared. That is one problem. That is one support ticket. Send that to support and they will be able to get back to you and help you with that issue. Now that is if you're in these WordPress themes. Now remember, every one of these themes has a coding background and was designed by somebody, and they all function differently. So they all have different problems. So a problem you might strike with your business card theme will be different to a problem you may strike with your Divi theme. So don't just put into support, I have a problem with my WordPress, because your theme is not a problem with your WordPress. A problem with your theme is a problem with your WordPress theme. It is not a problem with your WordPress. Now try and keep those separate. However, if you are an SFM member, you will also have this section here that says installer. And like a lot of SFM members, you have the ability to install an SFM authority site. Now, what I would like to say to everybody who is an SFM member, the SFM authority site is not one of these WordPress themes. It is a different theme altogether. It is not a singular theme. It is what is considered to be a child theme. Now, to explain that for you, and that is why it is a different setup and it is a different installation, because your SFM authority theme has all the information that you need, the pages and the other tools that you need as an SFM member to have your already populated and built site constructed with information that you need to be on your way to market your products, your DEA products, your SFM products, and and to help others understand what you're talking about when you're talking about SFM and DEA. So it comes with an already built site. Your theme is already built and populated for you. So it is different to the rest of these themes. Okay, now I'm going to take you into the back of my site to show you what I mean, because as you can see, I am obviously an SFM authority. I am an SFM member, and I do have an SFM authority site, and I would like to show you a couple of differences. Now, you go to my website. Okay, so we're going to my websites. I have several websites, as you will see here. Okay, they are all different. All right, now my official site, this one here, sandralemming.info. If I go to this one, and I have not got auto login set up on all of these, a lot of the times I prefer to just log in each time I come, so I remember my username and my password. Okay, now we're in the back of my sandralemming.info site. This site is different to the other sites I have. Okay, now to find out what theme I'm running on this site, I will go to Appearance. and I will click on themes. And it says manage themes. Now, as you can see, I have all the themes here that I was debating on using. Okay. But the one I chose to go with is the 2014 theme. So I am running the 2014 theme on my sandralemming.info. This is a basic default WordPress theme. I like this theme. I like the feel of this theme, and this theme is going to be perfect for what I want to do with my sandralemming.info site. So that is why at the end of the day, before I started doing any building, I chose to go with this theme. Now, I have not deleted any of these as I was looking at running these themes. And I was just testing it out before I started building the site out. And, so I know what my site looks like on this theme, and this theme here. I chose this one because I liked it. It looked better. Okay. Now, this is a very basic WordPress theme. You can do anything you want with this theme from here. Okay. Now, you can customize it. That's an easy way to to change the look and feel of your themes. You can go into customize. This is very easy, and you can do this with all of your default themes in WordPress. Now remember, I'm not talking the SFM Authority site. I'm talking the WordPress themes that I showed you earlier. Okay, so here I am on on the page. I've clicked on customize. Okay, my site is on the right, and here I can see my site on the right, and I can see my panel on the left here. Okay, this will give me basic customization. Okay, so my site title and tagline, I can change that here. Here's my site title and my tagline. So as you can see, there's my site title, Sandra Lemming Info. There's my my tagline, my digital life, my digital life. I can change that simply in here. I can choose not to display that. I can uncheck this box, and that will no longer be seen on my site. Okay, but that's how I like that, and that's how I've displayed it. As for colors, I can change, as you'll see, I can change the site colors here. Background color, site title color, which I've done nothing with at the moment. It's all on default. Okay, so but I can make changes to that if I wish, all from in here without causing too much of a dilemma or breaking my site. Background image. At the moment, you can see that I have a black background. However, if I had a nice image, say an image of myself or an image that I felt was relevant to me, that I wanted as my background, which would be where this black is, that's the background. This is not background, this is the background. I could upload an image to this in here. Okay. Now, when you get into navigation, okay, your navigation is talking about your menus. All right. So I have two menus here. I have this menu up the top here, and I have this menu down the side. Both are the same menus. I don't have to have both those menus there. That is just how I have chosen to set my page. I have chosen to set my page with exactly the same menu across the top and exactly the same menu down the left-hand side. Why have I decided to go with that? Because sometimes people don't look at the tabs along the top of the website. Some people don't know that the tabs are there. They don't even notice. Generally, most people are taught to read from left to right. So I have also installed a menu, the same menu as the top here, on the left-hand side. These pages will go and do the same thing as each other. It doesn't matter. This contact will be the same as this contact. This blog will be the same as this blog here. Okay, now once you've finished going through this, okay, now, and setting things up the way you want them, you know, static pages and things like that, make sure you understand what you're doing when you're playing around with these, okay? Because if you're playing around with these and you don't understand what you're doing, it can have an effect on how your site is seen by the public. So make sure you read the help sections and you understand this. Once you've gone in here and done what you wanted to do, you know, customized a little bit with your site, you would then click save, and then you could close, and this will take you back to your themes. Now that's a basic theme. Okay, now we're going to go back into the Digital Business Lounge and I'm going to show you a slight difference. Okay, now Marketing Made Easy. This Marketing Made Easy, this is the site that I have installed my SFM Authority site on. Okay, so this site is not out of the WordPress themes. It is my SFM Authority site, which I have the privilege of having because I am an SFM member. So if I go to this one, I will show you the difference. The SFM Authority site is what is called a child theme. Okay, so the theme, the Metro theme that I'm running is a child theme underneath Genesis. Genesis is the mother theme. And when you go in there and start changing things around in there, you will start affecting your Metro site. The appearance of your child theme, the appearance will be Metro Pro theme. Okay, and yes, as you can see, I have all these other sites. Now, if you notice, here's the Metro theme, here's the Genesis theme. Okay, these are both interconnected. This is mother, this is child. This you fool around with in here, and you could possibly break this. These are some other themes. These are some basic themes that I've uploaded so you can see the difference, okay? This is a basic WordPress theme. This is my SFM, these two, SFM Authority theme. There's the 2014 default basic WordPress theme. 2013 is another default basic WordPress theme. 2012, there is another theme. So this theme, this theme, this theme, this responsive theme here, and this fusion theme here, they all came from WordPress themes. I chose them all out of here. Okay. However, the theme that I'm running, Active Pro theme, which is a child theme from Genesis, this theme that I'm running on this site, independentmarketing.com, this one here is my SFM Authority site. Okay, now I've done nothing with personalizing this site because I knew I was going to make this video. And the reason I want to show you this is because this is the difference. These themes here, when you install them, they have nothing on them, okay, except the basic theme, the generic basic theme. And then you can go into customizing your theme and start populating your pages. You know, do an About Me page, do a contact page, do a blog, you know, do your blog page, do your home page, whatever pages you want, and you can add content to those. And then you can play around with your customization settings and go into your settings and play around with all of these to change the look and feel of your theme that you're using if you're using this one. However, this one is my Authority SFM theme. I've got it installed. So this is the mother and child theme I'm talking about. Now let's take a look. I've made just couple of basic little changes, because when the theme is first installed, as you can see, it has a pink header up there that says Metro Pro, and you know, it basically has similar colorings to this one here. Okay, but let's have a quick look at what the SFM Authority site looks like with just a few minor personalization tweaks. Okay, so I'm going to visit my site, and there you go, here you go. As you can see, I've made a few tweaks. On this one here, I've changed the background, and I now have a black background. I have chosen, of the theme, I have chosen the pages to look like this. So they have a wide main column here and a thinner widget column here for my widgets to go in. Now this site came with these pages already set up. So this, you know, this page was already built for me and already set up with the information that I needed. It has, you know, it had my lead bar already installed across the top of the site. You know, these links are already mine. These links are already mine. The links throughout this site are all linked to me, and there are many pages within this site. Okay, I haven't done anything with my blog page. It is empty. I've still got to put a blog on there. As you can see, I've changed out the Metro Pro banner up here, and I've put in my own banner. Okay, so some very minor tweaks, which I did on the Metro theme, which I will show you in a minute. My About Me page, I have done nothing with my About Me page. Okay, it is still empty and waiting for me to populate it. So this is what the blog page will look like, because you need to install your own blogs. You want to write your own blogs. So there you go. You know, it's all ready to go for me to start blogging on. The About Me page, as you can see, coming soon. It's all there, ready to go for me to populate with information about me that I feel, you know, people would like to know, especially people who are coming to my Marketing Made Easy site. Resources, as you can see here, under Resources, I have several other tabs. Now, if I click on the Resources tab, it brings me to here. This page was already built. Remember, I didn't have to do this. When I installed the SFM Authority site, this is what it looked like. It was already built this way for me. Okay, and it's same with the other sites. Now to change this banner and to change a few little things in this site, what I did was I went to customize the Metro site. So, okay, let's go back. Just to make this clear to you, one more time, we'll go back into the dashboard, and I know this video is dragging on, but I just want you to be clear. I'm on the SFM Authority theme here, the Genesis theme. I am running the Child Metro Pro theme. To change my site around a little bit, I clicked on Customize under Appearances, and I customized in here, as you can see. Site title, I installed in there, Marketing Made Easy. Believe, Challenge, Learn and Grow. Okay. Header image. There's my header image that I installed. I can shut that header image out as well, and just use the site title and taglines if I wish. Okay. Colors. I selected my background color and made it black, as you can see here. I have not uploaded a background image because I wanted a background color of black. So that I left alone. I have set my menu. My menu is these here and how they appear. So I've got under the home page, I've got another page. Under blog and about me, there are no other pages. Under the resources, I have the other pages. I went into main menu, the primary menu to do that, but that's another video again, okay? So this is how I made the changes on the Metro theme. Now we'll close that out. I did not, I did not go into Genesis and fool around with things. It is not a it is, if I have a problem with this theme, there is no point in me going to support in DBL up here and putting in a support ticket and going, I have a problem with my WordPress. It's not working. I uploaded an extra page and that extra page isn't showing. Unless they know what theme you're talking about, whether it be your, if you're an SFM member, whether it be your SFM authority theme or a theme that you have chosen out of WordPress here, it will make it very hard for them to help you. Don't get me wrong. They will move mountains and bend over backwards to try and help you. But to make the process quicker, cleaner, and easier for both you and support, please be clear and decisive and sure of what sort of a support ticket that you put in. Because generally, for 5 support tickets that we put in, we could have actually really, if we'd taken our frustration and our, oh my God, I'm not techie, I don't know how to do this, we had to have taken all that emotion out and just put the facts. We probably could have saved ourselves the issue of sending in 5, 6, 7 support tickets and not being able to explain ourselves properly to support, only to have support come back to us and say, well, I'm not sure what you're talking about. It looks fine from my end. Well, I'm going to conclude the video there for today because I've rambled on for longer than I wanted to, and I know this is very long, but please bear in mind, when you have a problem with WordPress and you're asking someone to help you, don't just say you have a problem with your WordPress. If it is with your theme, please ask and be as pinpointed as you can as to what that problem is. So if you've uploaded a page in one of the themes that you're working in, say it Business Card or Diva, any one of the themes, say you're running the business card, you upload a new page, and for some obscure reason that page isn't showing on your website, when you ask somebody for help, don't just say to them, I have a problem with my WordPress. I installed a new page and it's not showing. Be precise and go, I'm running WordPress business card theme. And I installed a new page, and it does not seem to be working. Am I missing something, please? Okay, so that's the end of my video for today. I hope this clears some things up for you, and I hope it helps you get to the bottom of your issues and struggles that you're having in a quicker, calmer, more precise manner. Have a great afternoon. That's it for me. Bye.